Hello, today I wanted to announce, if you haven't already heard, that there's been a new round of stimulus checks coming. So stimulus checks 2.0 are rolling out. It's going to be a little bit less than what you expected last time around. So it's going to be $600 per person. That includes children as well. And so the biggest thing is it is going to be based off of 2019 taxes and the tax returns that you filed. And one of the things that happened last year or earlier this year when they were running through the stimulus is basically, if you hadn't filed your 2019 tax return, they were going off of 2018 tax return. So it's possible that the adjustment due to your income being phased out may look a little bit different than what it had previously if you hadn't had your 2019 taxes on file by the time they were rolling out those stimulus checks. So it's possible if your income went up more than what they were aware of before you filed your 2019 taxes, that you may receive less or you may be phased out completely. At the same time, you may have been more impacted where maybe 2018 taxes was greater than what your 2019 taxes were. And so your income is actually lower. And so maybe the stimulus is going to be a little bit higher percentage of what you would have received previously. So if your income are below the thresholds of $75,000 for individual filer, $150,000 for married filing jointly, or $112,500 for a head of household. If you're under those limits, then you actually do not need to worry about the phase outs. If your income is above that, especially if it's slightly above that, how it's going to be affected is every $100 you go above that income phase out, it's going to be reduced by $5. So every $100 above those income phase outs will reduce your stimulus funds that you receive by $5. So that's important to be aware of. And the other big thing that comes out, the most important thing I would say, is the unemployment aspect. So previously, with the unemployment benefits, when they first rolled out, it was $600 a week in addition to your unemployment benefits you'd receive from your state. Moving forward, at this point, it's going to be $300 a week. So a little bit less again from how it was when things first rolled out. And that's going to last for up to 11 weeks at this point. So those are the new information that revolves around the stimulus 2.0. There's some other things around business and some other stuff going on, but this is much more the personal aspects that may apply to you specifically, especially if you're not in the phase outs, especially if you're worried about unemployment potentially rearing its ugly head in the future. That's what you need to know. Let me know if you have any questions, especially if you're a client. We can dig into these things further and get into the details specifically of how you may be affected. But the cool thing about those stimulus checks is, although they were announced Monday to be official, I think Sunday night actually is probably when things were signed officially. But basically, those things have already started rolling out. So you may have already received your stimulus check in the last 24 hours, or you might be receiving those here in the near future. So reach out if you have any questions.